These mysterious posters have been popping up throughout Parkdale, showing the face of a smiling man. We're at King and Tinsdale, and to give you an idea of just how many of these posters are around, from my perspective alone, I could see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these posters. They're on poles, utility boxes, and street signs. But who is this man, and why is he being accused of selling off Parkdale? We begin this story not too far from here on Spencer Avenue.
Can we get him in here? Yeah, I can see him. They're sitting right there at the edge. There goes another one. There goes another one with food. Good for him. He's got a score.
The grainy video sent to City News showing mice on the steps of 116 Spencer Ave in Parkdale. Tenant Glenn Aubrey claims since the building was sold last year, it, along with tenants' concerns, have been neglected by the new owners.
Can you please deal with the cockroaches, the damage made to my unit, the damage to my property?
The city's website shows there's an open investigation into the living conditions at the property. Glenn claims some of the empty units in his building were renovated. Rent more than doubled.
I guess it's part of their process to look and say, we can renovate this and charge so much for it. And I mean, that appears to be what they've done, where the new units are, like I said, $1,350 to $2,000 for the same unit.
And you're paying half the price?
I'm like a third of the price. I just don't pay enough rent, I guess. It was really unusual. They did fire inspections, and they were signed off on by a retail agent named Nick Brewerton. And all of a sudden we got inspection notices.
Nick Brewerton is a realtor and the target of this campaign in Parkdale. It's not known who is behind it, but among the allegations that affordable homes are being sold at inflated prices, pushing new landlords to force out current tenants for the purpose of raising rent. This is a claim Brewerton denies, telling City News he's a responsible realtor who does good work bringing buyers and sellers together. The Parkdale Legal Clinic, who has been working with tenants on this matter since the start of the year, says dozens of tenants are at risk of losing their homes. Most of them are rooming houses.
So just on this street alone, 122 Spencer, 120 Spencer, 116 Spencer have all recently been sold by Nick Brewerton. So these tenants are seeing new landlords that are coming into the neighborhood who are seeking to push tenants out any way that they can. We see a really specific formula that new landlords are using, which makes me think that it's part of a larger game plan that landlords have in place to make things very uncomfortable for tenants. All over the neighborhood, we're seeing Nick's name popping up and making tenants really stressed out.
So what's his role here?
So he is the real estate agent that is speaking to old landlords who are interested in getting out of the business, as well as new landlords who are looking to make money on the backs of Parkdale tenants.
City News has not been able to verify these claims, but a tenant provided these documents showing Brewerton communicated to residents at 116 Spencer Ave. The letters list him as the agent. The realtor would not confirm how he's connected to this property and to a list of homes he's been alleged to have sold or is selling. But he tells City News his role is limited to that of a realtor, and he only acts on behalf of the seller and potential buyer. Part of his statement to City News reads, "In all of the property sales I've arranged, the tenants have remained and the landlord's responsibilities have been assumed by the buyer as the new landlord. This has been fully documented by the lawyers in each transaction. I invite anyone who has an issue with a property or a landlord to contact me, and I will gladly help in any way that I can. I'm also aware of concerns generally about landlords who don't respect tenants or their rights or who don't follow the rules. I'm sympathetic to tenants paying low affordable or below market rents whose landlords are unfairly trying to force them out so they can rent to new tenants at higher rents." And we reached out to Glenn's property management company. Our calls and emails were not returned in time for broadcast. I also reached out to an email associated with the website, The Man Who Sold Parkdale. I did not hear back. Now, Parkdale has a history of organization and organizing. We told you last year about the highly successful rent strike. Well, the legal clinic says tenants are doing the same. They're coming together, educating one another, and taking action. Now, many of you, both landlords and tenants, reach out to us about your housing concerns, and we're listening. Tomorrow at 5, join us for a special Facebook Live on our City News page with the Landlord and Tenant Board Adjudicator. We want your written or video questions. Send them over Twitter, Facebook, or submit a news tip at citynews.ca and use the hashtag CityRents, and tune in on Thursday where you drive this conversation.